I'd like to try and get there early and spend some time in it. All right, so let's hit this, and we will get over to some 16. Huzzah! Give you the usual rundown. Join us in the Discord. There's a link to the YouTube if you're watching it there. Subscribe, otherwise you're gonna make me sad. Check out our friends at Adagio. Got some lovely tea blends. Proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. And support Stinky Cat Boy via Throne Wishlist. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I think what we're going to do is just, let's wrap up these side quests. A couple of them left. And then maybe we'll squeeze some Fallout in for the rest of the night. Hey, Martha.
Returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know...
Uh-oh, Bubba.
Bearers
Big news.
like that. Reminds
Zoo
me of when I
pals are
first
coming
met
back.
Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
Yeah, you remember Zoo Pals?
You didn't always see eye to eye.
No.
Well, if you really want
I
to
don't
know,
remember.
I started doing what I do long
Zoo
before
Pals
I
are
met
the
Sid.
animal
In fact,
plates,
that's how
paper
I met
plates
him.
that Hefty used to make.
At least how he came to meet me.
Yeah! Like,
He showed up
You're
at the
a smelly
stables
butt.
one day, asking questions about
Yeah.
buying up bearers.
no, you're a smelly
Who
butt,
knows
Foud.
what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway.
I'm gonna go check on the status of these
He was a new
pickled
constable.
popsicles.
Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did?
Damn, not frozen
He
yet.
smiled. And then
Oh,
he
that's a
laughed.
shame. They're not frozen yet, Foud.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
Okay.
And you were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the
Yo,
harder
what
they
up,
are to
Nix?
achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us.
Was it something related
Good thing
to
we've got a few half-decent
Ice
souls
Pops
waiting in the
or
wings, eh?
food or...
It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone
Okay.
some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yay! Damn, that's a lot of money. And I got a signboard. Oh, it's all good. I'm like a habitual email deleter because I have to hold on to every email at work. Was it good? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to play it again?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, too much work. It's definitely a lot to manage solo. Like, I totally understand. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have a blast with Palmer, Trad, and Larry. It'll likely just be, like, Palmer, Trad, and I absolutely annoying the shit out of Larry.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
That's so weird. Anyway. Listen, sometimes you just gotta do a little murder hobo. I also I've encountered that party member. I've played a little bit just because, like, I know that when we do it co-op, it's not gonna go exactly that way, and no one's gonna want to do stuff the way I will. So yeah, they got a little bit too close. You know what I'm saying? I did not assassinate them, but got my fucking eye on them.
Oh, Clive, my wards are not.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended.
The High Cardinal.
Leader of the count. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with...
He wants to transform a foundation of. He's already secure.
He would rob the populace.
Believe me, I have used every.
What does Captain Philippe... When the town was under attack, it was him, the soldier.
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec.
Absolutely.
Given the mood around.
That's the best part. Just quick save. If it doesn't, if you don't like the results, quick load.
Would you, for yourself, and unlike Philippe, well,
I'll see what I can do.
thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
reports. Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the...
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to...
We're under orders not to let... But you should be all right. Wait here.
Me and my heroics.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence.
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison, yet you needn't be. A pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed, which is more than can be said for Orif. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both. Plans are already underway for the
Yeah,
construction.
my guy, that's just not gonna
I
happen.
fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together and...
The people will do as... If Sandbreck is to be one whose authority is... That is why, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do...
Precisely.
Oh, hello. Howdy do.
Common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
Sabina Schmidt?
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Oh, what up,
Begin
phone?
with those on the other side of the wall.
I gotta try and get your stuff out Saturday or Monday. I love that no one's been absolutely suspicious of the incredibly large dog following me around this entire game. Better yet, no one's asked to pet it either. Who are these people? 0 out of 10. Garbage game, to be honest.
I heard the dame got an eye concert with them.
Yeah.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Orifla?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn... If he thinks his name and his will do well. Whatever it...
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's been incredibly good, to be honest. I'm just wrapping up a bunch of side quests, and then we'll probably float off to some Fallout or something.
I wondered what you thought of the Duke
Just so
of
I have a
Oriflamme.
continued good mix of content going up to the old boob tube.
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rab. Now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening if the dame.
Yeah.
I got peppers to numb your tongue. I put fire in you.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing going around, and with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she...
As far as I'm concerned, just need his eminence to sod.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Hopefully your workday isn't too hard today.
You.
You're the one who's talking
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. But that's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town, or if the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those...
Alright, understandable. Have a nice day.
As long as you remain, the veil will...
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, nah, I feel ya.
All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, look, no one likes all these taxes and wants Sandbreakers back on her feet.
Na, 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 na.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
What up,
I
Spray
wondered if
Tag?
you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they've volunteered a few more of their... I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the empires, and if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those
Oh
who do,
yeah, that's coming out pretty soon, huh? That and Starfield.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Is it supposed to be running on DirectX 12?
I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
I was gonna say, DirectX 12 has been out for a while.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that.
Spray Tag, DirectX 12 was released on July 29th, 2015. That was 8 years ago. Over 8 years ago.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
Yep. No, a lot of things rely on DirectX 11. Or Vulkan, even.
So Northreach is to be...
Or DX10, or DX9.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are
DirectX gonna give it to you.
And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrak, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
True!
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for... Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I fear His Eminence has...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
Damn! That was slick.
There may be hope for North, especially with men like... I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still... But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
All right. I don't know if I can get this one yet. Being goobers. Yeah, those cats are gay. All my cats are gay.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Woo. Huh. I don't remember what was blocking this the last time we were out here. Ow! Frick.
Come on.
Me too. But, like, that's one of my only complaints, to be, like, super honest, is, like, why is there just, like, no Chocobo song? But in terms of, like, is that game breaking? No. Not at all.
You deserve a rest.
Ah, sorry, my foot just started cramping out of nowhere. Oh, no doubt. Except no one asked to pet the pupper. Poor Torgal, you know? I definitely dodged.
To me, boy. Help me, boy. To me, boy.
Ring of the Demolitionist. Alright. Muy interesante.
Ready, go?
Man, I love Torgal. Like, it's just big ol' floof.
Enough of you, are there? All right.
This is a precarious bridge.
Be safe.
Oops. Gotta have that haptic feedback somewhere, right? This doesn't look like it went well.
Oh no.
Oh no! He's dad, Jim. My mom is dad. Oh, okay. We'll do this again, sure.
May still be survivors. Farewell. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Let's try.
Woo-wee! Get countered, boy.
To me, boy. Not good. Guess we're all ready. It's over. To me, boy. Farewell.
I win! Go meet. Hey, have a good one, Fallen. Thanks for swinging through. Don't work too hard.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, for what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
I still haven't. The Undying are like really interesting.
But for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Ah, okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's super handy. Nice little shortcut there. Oops. Wrong button. Alright, back to Tabor. Oh yeah, he's like upstairs. I forgot this is where this quest originated. Not upstairs? I guess he's downstairs. That's right. The silly scrap.
Well returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against
this tea is delicious.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason.
Correct.
Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Yeah, he said
We are
duty.
of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Hey, level up now. I'm 43 now. Ugh. All right, I guess it's back to the hideaway. Well then. Oh, gotta go to Mid's dungeon. Uh-oh.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
I guess we check if there's any odd hunts, too. Hey, hunt board is still cleared. Alright. Drop these off. This was one hell of a quest.
Convert in the hands of Akashic.
Owain.
Ah, sir. Good, thankfully.
Here, have these. I have no use for them.
Brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
Ah, yeah.
May I present to you
It's a thing.
the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
My guy, are you Welsh? Homie out here,
Save my
Welsh.
bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit.
That's the spirit.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway.
Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Away! Oh, cool. I can carry more potions now. That is hella nice. With 2 Ds? Not a thick potion pouch with 2 Cs? You know, I should have just fast traveled back, to be honest. Alright.
Come back.
Do boo boo do boo do boo. Karen.
Don't tell me we've run out of pep. Going purse weighing you down.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer.
Time to go for broke. 100K, let's go.
And be thankful you got that
Really?
much.
That's not a, figured that'd be like an achievement or something. Yeah, well.
Still alive, are ya? You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel.
I don't have room in my satchel.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Huh. Can't buy any more music scrolls. Alright. Well, let's visit the infirmary and then we'll do a little bit of small out.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah, Barnabas is a bit of a dingus. I don't like him.
Oh, it was crystal clear.
Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas.
Also, what the hell kind of name is Barnabas?
Sorry, brother. That was ill spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
My name's Barnabas. Well then.
What is this place?
Hey, it's the medicine girl. Howdy do. Such a handsome man.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them.
She's
or try to.
Absolutely wonderful.
Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
He's a boy kisser, Rianne.
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Oh, Phoenix. It would seem that I owe you my wings.
Dudes. It is the guy.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will.
What's your type?
Dudes.
So I'm leaving already, are you? Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less. If your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Dudes.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting,
I wish I could find like the master post.
about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I definitely bookmarked it multiple times, and Twitter just, you know. Twitter's Twitter, and it sucks. It's the most useless website of all time. Dudes. Alright, let's wrap this here, and then on to some Fallout. Good progress, ready to push forward on the main story. We gotta be getting close to the end here. Three-quarters of the way. Nice.